Is your clutch out of adjustment and you need to know the right way to adjust it the first time, every time, the proper way? I'm going to show you how to do that. If you have a later model Shovelhead, Evo, or twin cam with a regular clutch cable, not a hydraulic master cylinder, I'm going to show you how to do this. My name is Bo Sutton of Brand X Design, and this is Bad Teeth Builds, Steel Before Smiles.
Got no teeth, got no beef, got steel on my mind. Weld it, burn it, turn it. Bad Teeth Builds, Steel Before Smiles.
Okay, now that we're done with all that intro stuff, we're going to get into how to properly adjust your clutch. Now, when you pull your derby cover off of your Harley, you're going to see basically the same thing here. You're going to see a lock nut and you're going to see an adjusting screw. You're going to need an 11/16 wrench, and for this BDL it's a 3/16, but for Harleys it's a 7/32 Allen that goes right here in the middle. First of all, let me explain to you what a clutch does. A clutch allows a solid transfer of power from your crankshaft into your transmission and therefore to your rear wheel. Okay? When it's engaged, your friction plates and your steel plates are pressed tightly up against each other with spring pressure. Okay? Usually around 9 or so, depending on the clutch. So when your motor's turning, this in essence creates a solid pulley. Okay? Whereas everything can get transferred, all your power can get transferred into your transmission to your rear wheel. When it's disengaged, when you pull that clutch lever, those friction plates and those steel plates separate, which makes the center part independent of your outer hub. Okay? Allowing you, of course, to shift gears. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take you step by step. It's basically the same process. It is the same process through later model Shovelheads, Evos, and twin cams with a cable clutch. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take this camera, we're going to move over here to the cable. The first thing you need to do is you want to put all the slack into the cable. So you want to run that adjuster all the way down. I'm going to change this camera angle and we're going to move over here. Okay? And we're going to get right into here. And you're going to see that clutch cable right there. Get in a little closer. Okay? So what I'm going to do is on a Harley, you're going to use a 9/16 wrench and a 1/2 inch wrench. These just happen to be both 1/2 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this lock nut loose. I'm going to run it down all the way. And then we're just going to turn this adjuster in. Make this cable as short as you possibly can. Okay? What that's going to do is that's going to allow us to have proper adjustment at the push rod, at the clutch push rod. What happens in your transmission is under your side cover, there's a ball and ramp assembly. And when that clutch cable comes in, when you pull it, it pulls that ball and ramp assembly, which lifts it up and pushes your push rod through your main shaft of your transmission up to your adjuster where your spring is. And that takes the pressure off of the steels and the frictions in your clutch basket. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to get this all the way adjusted down. Just like that. Okay? Now I'm going to come over here and we're going to switch camera angles. We're going to come back right over here to your clutch itself. Okay? Again, we're going to take an 11/16 wrench. We're going to snap that loose. We're going to break that off. And we're just going to move this in and out a little bit. We're going to move it out and move it back in. And what you want is you want this lock nut adjusted or brought out as far as you can. And you're going to turn this in until you feel tension, which is right about here. You can turn it a little further and you can just see that clutch plate start to move. So you want to go until just feel that pressure right there, just that little bit of pressure, and you're going to come back a half a turn. with that. You're going to hold this. What I like to do is come in through here, and you're going to lock it down just like that. What that does is that creates an air gap, which you really don't need to know much about, but basically what it does is it gives you a little bit of cushion, so when you adjust that cable, you're not riding on these clutch plates all the time, okay? Now we're gonna come back over here. Come back over to this adjuster, just like Jan, okay? And we're going to adjust this. Hold on, let me show you this. So right now, what we have is we have, see, the lever's all the way back. And when we adjust this screw, when we adjust this the cable, that's going to take that play out of there. So what you want to do is just back this off, and you can watch your lever move as you do this. There, it's starting to move. We're going to get this so it's just about there. I'm watching that lever. I'll show you that here. I'm watching that lever move. It's hard to do this with two hands. Watching that cable come in just a little bit, okay? I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna adjust this. I'm gonna keep going until it's just about tight up against the bar. There we go, that's right about there. Then you come back up here to your lever. And see, that's a little tight. What we want is, at this ferrule right here, what we want is about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch, and that is just not enough. We're going to back it off a little bit. And yeah, you can see we're getting about 16, maybe a little bit less, so we're going to back it off just a little bit more. There we go. That's what we want. And you want to pull it from here. You don't want to pull it from here because there will be a little bit of movement in here. You want to pull it from this ferrule and see where we are. Bring it back and pull it back out. That's about what you need. It's about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch free play there. And then come back down to your cable adjuster. All right. Bring this lock nut back up here. Hold this bottom so it doesn't move. Here you want to hold it here and give it a little snug right there. You don't have to crank it, because believe me, it's gonna stay. So right now what we have is we have proper clutch adjustment. Simple, easy, peasy. Try and get this camera where I need it to be. There we go. All right. And then back down to here to your clutch. You'll see your clutch plates moving. See, that is right there. That's a disengaged clutch. It's releasing the seals and the friction plates from each other. That is engaged. That's putting pressure on them. Just like that. Simple, easy, no bubbles, no troubles, no fuss, no muss. All right, so there we go. Simple, easy, not difficult. A lot of people overcomplicate it. It's not a difficult process. This is the first video. A lot of maintenance videos I'm going to do for you. Along with my fabrication videos, I'm working on a coil cover for my 2025 Road Glide, my Bad Teeth Builds bike. We're going to do a lot of really cool stuff for that. We're also going to show you maintenance videos on the Milwaukee 8 motors, Evos, shovels, twin cams. I'm going to make a whole series out of it. And I really hope you enjoy it. Just to recap this, again, collapse that adjuster, collapse that cable adjuster all the way down. Come over here, break loose this lock nut all the way. Turn this center adjuster in until you feel pressure. Back it off a quarter to half a turn. I prefer a half a turn. Lock this adjuster down while holding the center. Go over to your cable adjuster, adjust it to get the lever so you have about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch free play at the cable ferrule where it enters the clutch perch, and you'll be good to go. You'll be golden. You'll be golden. Again, I really appreciate you guys watching. We got a lot more coming. I'm sorry, it's been about a month and a half since I put a video out. Life circumstances put me in a little bit of a different direction, so I wasn't physically able to do any videos. So yeah, here we are. I really appreciate your support. Like, subscribe, share, hit notifications, tell your friends, send smoke signals, brighten the skies, do whatever you got to do. Let's make this thing huge. I really appreciate it. And again, my name is Bo Sutton of Brand X Design, and this is Bad Teeth Builds Steel Before Smiles, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time.